Hello, I'm Rory Eakin and welcome to another episode of Lame Heart, this time with the Irish band Wild Youth. So this episode has been in the pipeline for a while. I caught up with Dave in the spring to talk about their new single 17, and they had just come off a big tour of Ireland and the UK. We had a few delays along the way, but the episode is here now. Wild Youth have had great success in the last few years. They've had several hits and they're a really, really popular live act. I've seen them live a few times and they always just have great presence, great energy and really get the crowd riled up. We talked through this live experience and what to expect from their recent performances that they've done over the summer, opening for Westlife and Lewis Capaldi, these big outdoor shows across Ireland. In the future, in the near future should I say, they have a slot at Electric Picnic which promises to be a great show. And a little bit further down the line, they're embarking on another, even bigger Irish tour in October. This starts on the 21st of October in the Milk Market in Limerick, 22nd of October in the Roisin Dubh in Galway, 23rd of October in Cypress Avenue in Cork, and on the 27th of October, a huge show in Olympia, Dublin. That will be a great show, and you can check out Ticketmaster for details on all the shows. But without further ado, let's dive in to my chat with Dave from Wild Youth. Good morning, Dave from Wild Youth. Welcome to Lame Heart.
Morning. Thank you for having me, man.
No, great to be chatting to you. I was thinking back, I obviously was trying to think of all the things I knew about the band and sort of any sort of place we've crossed paths in a way. First time I saw you guys was opening up for Zara Larsson in the Olympia like 5 years ago. I forgot about that until like yesterday.
No way.
Yeah.
I forgot about that until you said it there. Jesus, yeah, that was a while.
The day after Hurricane Ophelia.
Yeah, it nearly got cancelled.
Yeah.
The whole West Coast was in bits. Dublin was the only one that was left standing.
Yeah, we were just so lucky, and she was lucky as well in a way that the tour dates were done that she could just book the next night.
Yeah, 100%. And we did up in Belfast with her as well. That was ages ago. Jeez, that was a cool little gig. That was when we were just kind of starting off playing as Wild Youth. So we were lucky enough to get that show in the first place, I think. So
yeah, well, that was the first time almost 5 years ago, as I said. Since then, obviously been known for hits like Can't Move On, Making Me Dance, just recently Champagne Butterflies, and now we have new single out, 17. There's lots of nostalgia in 17. There's lots of hope, imagery, being afraid of your parents, even a teenage dream reference. Like, you're just reminiscing a lot on this one.
yeah, I think with this one, it was written during lockdown. It was written during the pandemic, and we had so much time just to reminisce on our past and stuff because we weren't getting to gig, as you know. The gigging was the first out, last one in, and there was a time during the whole pandemic when we were just didn't know what to do. We were just like, oh god, life was so much easier when you were younger. Like, you know, we kept saying it all the time. I just kept thinking all the time, I'd love to be just coming off the school now or being off of school because of the pandemic and just playing PlayStation all day with my mates. That's all I kept thinking. So we just decided to write a song about it. It was just so poignant at that moment in time for us. We just kept I found myself back in 2019, just before 2020, so just before the COVID smacked us all in the face. We were so busy all the time, so I didn't really get to see my mates as much. But then during the whole lockdown, during the whole period of nothing going on in the world, I found myself doing stuff that I was doing when I was 17 again with my mates. Like, we were in the park playing football, drinking cans in the park and all. You know what I mean? It was kind of like everything was just sparking the idea, so we had to just do it.
I suppose with the way, especially in the first lockdown when we didn't know what to do and the whole world kind of ground to a halt, because in the later lockdowns, it's kind of like the world just went on. But I suppose you did have time sort of spark that idea or kind of revisit all this, because it's almost like you've been handed weeks and weeks of time without a single plan.
Yeah, man. Exactly. And it all merged into one as well. Like, so 4 months felt like it was just endless, you know. So yeah, we just decided to do it, and we were in London in a studio. We're good friends with JC Stewart, so we were just in London, and we just kind of spoke about the idea, and that's how it happened, you know.
Yeah, you've had obviously quite the list of collaborators. Like, there's been like Camille, Nick Hodgson, Mark Ralph, and obviously you mentioned JC Stewart there. What was the process like with him? Because obviously he's done a few good things in the last while.
Jay, he's just a friend of ours, and we've known Jay low like a good few years now. We did a tour in Europe with Codeline, and JC was the opening act of the whole thing, and he was on his own. He was just one guy with an acoustic, and he was getting buses across Europe and getting flights on his own and stuff. So we just kind of adopted him. Wild Youth did. So he just came into our dressing room before the gigs and after the gigs, and he's just a really cool guy. So we just all stayed in touch. How's the process with him? He's just the most talented guy I've ever. He's just stupidly talented.
He seems like it.
He's stupidly talented. Like, he can play anything. His voice is just second to none. He just oozes melody. Melody just falls out of his mouth. Like, it's just mad, and it sounds great. And he just sits down on the mic and will just sing anything, and it will sound like a record straight away. He's so talented. So that process was pretty easy. Like, that song was done in one day, in a few hours. It was cool.
That sounds like if he has melodies falling out of his head, it sounds like living with auto-tune.
Yeah, almost. but he first of all, he doesn't need auto-tune.
I know, I'm just figuratively.
I know. Yeah, yes. Like, he's just one of those people. I don't know whether he's been in the game so long or he's just naturally gifted. You know, it's just one of those things. He's such a great guy, and he's so talented. So I have a lot of love for Jay.
Absolutely great. And obviously gonna head on more tours. You got Lewis Capaldi, supports lots, got Westlife. Just did a headline tour. I was lucky enough to catch it in Limelight up in Belfast.
Oh, sick, Daddy. Nice.
I'm contractually obliged to shout out Post Party, the support act.
Yes.
Along with El Coves. Obviously, I've seen the show. I won't spill any secrets, but what can people expect from more of the dates that are coming up this year if they're going to see Wild Youth?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to hear you because you were there. But we're a very live, energetic band.
I'll say that.
We love giving as much energy as we can get, because as we can give, I mean, because in return, I think the crowd will give it back, and then it just becomes like a dance of energy. You know what I mean? Like, the more we give, the more they give, and by the end of it, I'm dead backstage, not able to stand up or anything, but it's worth every minute of it. Yeah, I think it's a big live, fun show. We like getting the crowd to sing along with us. We like getting people dancing and just having a good time and just getting out of their head for an hour and a half. You know, that's our plan.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, we definitely had a great time. Can say that.
Great, ready. That's good.
And obviously with the new single 17 out now, that foreshadows an incoming EP. Did I hear?
You never know.
Never know. No. Won't say anything.
No saying nothing else.
Well, can't wait to hear the undisclosed EP. Thanks so much, Dave, for coming on Lame Heart. Good luck with the new single.
Thank you very much for having me, man. Cheers. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.